your Skyward Swords, all that stuff is just even Genshin Impact to some degree. Perhaps too big. Depends on who you talk to. Again, this game promises movement as a big part of its gameplay. And you all know me, I love being able to schmoove in a game. Whether it's Dead Cells, whether it's Celeste, whether it's Sonic Frontiers, movement's very important to me. I do have to say that this is a key provided by situation, so shout outs to Square Enix for hooking us up on this one. And if anyone does not plan to buy this game, that is perfectly okay. You can live vicariously through me. We will be playing on the PS5 because I don't want my 3090 to melt. Please believe me, I don't have like a 1080. If we have enough time after Forspoken, we will next game it over to Castlevania. Kind of depends on how pogged up we are in Forspoken. And that's kind of how it goes with any video game on Twitch. If I'm enjoying myself, then I'm going to stay in it. If I'm not, then we have thousands of other games we could be playing. Let's kill the music. Is that Forspoken's music? It's like harmonized with a little bit of a beat behind it. I'm all tangled up over here. I wish I could show you all my stream setup. Like, it's such a bad operation here. Honestly, I would like to revamp our whole setup at some point. No, that wasn't Forspoken. I thought I killed the music that we had in the background. You fought your way out of Khalid and that made the game too easy. I think that's what I did too. I forced myself to go and fight the castle. Only because I needed to actually go back onto main scenario. Alright, Forspoken. Oh, that was Forspoken's music. Yeah. Okay. So the very first thing that we're going to do, because I can already tell that the game runs at like 30 FPS, probably on not performance mode. You gotta do this on like every PS5 game. You have to turn it from quality focused to performance focused. And it's really weird that, I guess if you're playing on a TV, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, see, that's instantly better. You kidding me? Sonic Frontiers, I had to do it too. Like, they want you to play at this HD movie theater style frames. It's like you're playing Into the Spider-Verse. And it looks terrible to me. I gotta play on a higher FPS now. Subtitles? Subtitles on by default. Aim assist, spell switching slowdown. Some accessibility stuff, I think. Auto evade. Looks like they got basically everything you could possibly want. I don't know if there are difficulty options. At least at base value, you can turn down the difficulty. It doesn't look like you can turn up at the very start anyway. All right, we should be good. All right, let's hop in. New game. I wonder if anyone ever turns off their game just like that. Oh, select the difficulty level. The setting you chose won't affect how the story unfolds. You'll also be able to change it anytime you like, except during a battle via settings. Default. Recommend for players who are used to playing action games. Recommend for players who want to visit every corner of the game world. What's the difference between these? And then focus on story. Explore the open world. Take part in challenging battles. I wonder if this means that there's more encounters out in the world. So like maybe you're risk averse. You chose the other one. Image options, quality focus, performance focus. I guess they wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing.
Everyone has something they're willing to fight
No subtitles.
Could be family, friends, your beliefs.
Did I miss it somewhere?
Home. Doesn't matter who you are, there's just some things you have to protect. But what do you do when the world fights back? Guess I know now. Wish I could go back in time and tell myself.
We going in the court?
But I was not ready to hear it.
How do you pronounce that? We'll probably find out soon. Alfrey?
Honorable Judge Maya Bird presiding in the case of people of the state of New York versus Alfred Home.
Alfrey.
Defendant charged with attempted grand larceny.
Is that NYPD behind
not
us?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I see. Officer, please remove her cuffs.
Wait, it is.
Now, before we begin...
Too real.
Perhaps you should reacquaint yourself with your many previous encounters with the law.
Alright, so apparently we are in trouble. I didn't do nothing to nobody. Hudson Pier High School.
Haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, I graduated. So what? Is that a crime? Previous criminal history, petty larceny, grand larceny, burglary in the 3rd degree?
Not my best angle.
She's 5'11". Wow. It's a good height. That's life goals right there.
Nothing like a trip down memory lane.
Why are you here, Frey? Grand larceny? Is that who you really are?
No, it's just... I needed the cash for... Never mind.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to start taking accountability for your actions.
Almost so I could move the camera there.
Are you familiar with the persistent felony offender law, also known as the 3 strikes law?
Wait, you can't do that. I never hurt anyone.
Just yourself. You have 2 previous felony thefts, and with this new one, your grand total will be 3. This could put you away for a very, very long time. You have so much
potential.
Felony
I can do so
theft.
much more with my life. I'm a smart girl with a bright future.
I was going to say you have so much anger and resentment in you, I'm not sure you'll ever amount to anything at all. Truth hurts. But in the holiday spirit, I'm going to give you an early present. Try not to piss it away. I'm going to release you under the condition you serve 120 hours of community service.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
You won't regret it.
Next
Picking
time
up
you end
trash
in
on the
front
side of
me,
the road?
I will not be as lenient. We clear? Good. You're free to go.
The only sucky part about it is that that's time that... So, you're in community service because you stole money. So now, like, I'm not getting money because I'm doing community service.
It's not too late to start using your gifts to help others.
So it's like, what? I'm going to do 120 hours of community service and work. When do I, like, eat and sleep and stuff like that? When do I get to sit down and play Forspoken?
That was close. That judge might have just saved my ass. Won't get that lucky again. Hey, excuse me. Your phone.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
No worries. Happens to all of us.
You saved my life,
I was
seriously.
about to say, is that the new iPhone?
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Is that the Balenciaga? That jacket's huge.
I should get back to Homer. Poor girl needs her dinner.
Yo. All right. We got Cat Stream now. Freya's Journey. A nice stroll through New York as soon as my controller works. Tracking objectives in the journal. A new objective has been added. Let's take a look. Head back to the apartment. I like the UI.
I need to go straight home.
Okay. Do I have any NYC residents in here? You all shop at Sneakers R Us too? Or do you just download everything from the sneaker app? Yo, they got the NMDs. The new Air Force Ones in there. They got Air Force 2s because maybe it's copyright. This reminds me that I'm sitting on a copy of Spider-Man Miles Morales. Completely unplayed. Excuse me? This looks like 34th Street.
The cold. Gotta get inside.
Dude, you're close. It's 46. You're almost there. Just like 2 corners away, Choi. 2 corners.
That's the perfect gift. She's gonna love it.
Yo, Slimy, good to see you, by the way. Hopefully you all can hear everything. You know, this probably looks great in high fidelity 4K mode,
Never see the inside of a courtroom again.
but I can't do it. $2 pretzels? Now this is where you know you're getting some good food. Just a food cart. Ooh, can I go in? Toxic? This where I live?
Hello?
Goodbye.
Oh, fuck.
Now we're at NYC.
Ray. Thought we wouldn't find you?
Hey,
Lisa!
Lisa? Really? I thought she was Lisa.
That's Chrissy!
Huh. Well, in my defense, you don't really look like a Lisa.
Where is it?
Oh, I don't have it, all right?
He has a
There were
freaking knife.
complications. Not like I wanted to get caught stealing the car, but here we are.
We don't like complications. You're running out of chances.
Yeah, I've been hearing that one a lot today.
Get the car.
She's trying to joke around and getting
It's not that
literally
easy.
smacked on.
It's been impounded. What's so special about this car anyway?
It's none of your damn business. Our boss, Mr. Gigan, is very unhappy. So unless you get it back, one of us is gonna be in a lot of pain.
Do I get to pick?
Oh, keep joking. We will leave your body in this fucking alley, and I promise you, no one is gonna miss you. No.
Okay.
This is like kind of wild.
Just tell your boss, Mr. Chicken.
Gigan.
Gwiggin.
Gigan!
All right, Giggin. Gig. I just tell him. I need some more time. But
It's
for
almost
now,
like
here's
Guardians of
some
the Galaxy to
collateral.
me. Except in NYC.
Damn it, Ray! Damn you, Ray!
Escape the game! If you don't move fast, the game will catch up to you. Run with L3, jump with X.
Damn it, Ray!
She pulled a freaking gun on me.
Get the fuck back here, Ray!
No turning back now.
Oh, am I supposed to have the mature filter on?
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, don't worry
I
about
have
him.
to go.
You gotta go.
I'm so sorry.
I gotta find a way out of here.
Wrong way. Locked with Cam. L3 to sprint.
Get the fuck back here, Frey!
This I'm dead. I'm actually dead.
Really thought you could outrun us?
I'm just gonna say, is this an IQ moment? Quick load. Death counter on the screen. Why in the world?
I gotta find a way out of here.
Okay. My bad, game. My bad.
Where the fuck are you, Frey?
Yeah, there's no point in running, you know?
Maybe it's safer to go through the alley.
You know, a lot of games have that stuff highlighted. Like it might be yellow or something. I know it was orange, but... Ooh. She got some moves. She been playing Mirror's
Won't they
Edge.
just give up already? Hopefully I'll lose them when I get out on the street. Almost there.
You know, I feel like I'd be doing the same thing, but I'm 35 years old. So I think I've already would twisted both ankles on the very first
Where'd
drop.
she go? Huh? Well, fucking answer me! Where'd she go? We will find you, Frey! You will burn! Fuck!
Oh, the Balenciaga's all dirty now. Why was I being chased? Because I'm a criminal and the gang wants their money.
Homer must be waiting for me.
It's basically all you have to know.
Better get inside before I freeze.
Okay, so triangle is the use. Figured I'd just be able to jump. Trying to outrun the gun. I think... I would hope that the criminals would not just open fire in the middle of NYC. Wait, is she like homeless?
Home sweet hell.
Or is she just staking out? The archive. The archive records the details of any written materials you find, people you meet, and a host of other useful things. You can access it from the menu. All right. So we got people. Judge, jury, executioner. Equipment, resources. Look for Homer. It's a little baby Buster. Or more like a river, but still.
She doesn't like this, but it's all I have.
She's getting the Dollar Tree
I wonder
food.
where Homer's at.
Where can I donate a nice blue, what's it, blue buffalo? Kind of cozy. It's NYC though. This is $2,000 a month. Don't get your hopes up yet.
Curiouser and curiouser, cried Alice. Wish I could find that rabbit hole and tumble away to Wonderland.
Crap, we gotta turn the subtitles on. Okay. Let me know if you all see it before I do. Oh, maybe it's under accessibility. We didn't go here. Battle World Cuff. Menu, subtitles. Speaker name? Yes. Why would I not want to know who's talking? Unit of measure, imperial, metric. Yo, we can have EU measurements in here? Stick to the good old-fashioned American measuring system.
My favorite kicks.
Yo, she got the M2s.
I could stare at you guys all day.
And like, it looks like Vine sauce. I think that's their logo. Holland Tunnel, Alfrey. So we were just a found baby.
The Holland Tunnel, site of my folks' great disappearing act.
That's
Who leaves
sad.
a newborn baby on the street?
She was still
Well,
able to
at
go
least
through
it
high
wasn't
school,
Queens
though.
Midtown Tunnel. That would have been an awful last name.
I think it would have been okay with the last name Queen. Alfrey Queen. We don't pronounce the Midtown Tunnel part. Wait, escape plan. Get cash. Take care of Gigan one last time. Food and carrier for Homer. Buy ticket, Penn Station. 12:23, leave. Perfect plan. Wait, is that the money? That might be all she has left. We're gonna have to pay the court fees too. Not only do you have community service, you have to pay the court fee.
Finally, I can start over. Took long enough, though.
It's pretty messed up, to be honest. Escape plan. Oops. Well, I already read it. Wait, we haven't found the cat yet.
Hey, Homer.
Photorealistic cat.
Sorry I'm late, I know. Miss me? Oh, well, thank you, but my birthday isn't for another few days. Tell you what, I almost forgot.
Buster's super talkative
So
too.
busy recently. Oh, well, you know, important things to do. Fighting court, slaying dragons. I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal.
Expensive looking cat. That's why we only feed it the best $1 cat food.
We are getting out of the city, Homer. Away from the assholes, the garbage, the cops. That is just enough to get us started. Yeah. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. Even ones like you.
It's a good cat. Come on.
I just can't wait for clean air, bright skies. No more chases, no more cops, no more fights. Tomorrow. One more sleep, and we are out of here.
Yeah, so I'm coming into this almost completely blind. I had no idea how the main character's backstory would be. But in the first 5 minutes, I had a gun pointed at my throat. I almost went to jail. And I thought my cat ran away. So life is pretty bad. So hopefully we'll have a positive ending here. I already feel like super bad about the character.
Shit! Homer! Girl, come on, we gotta go!
Homer Dipset. Don't forget the money.
Homer first.
Yeah, all right, forget the money.
Homer! Come on, baby!
No!
Holy shit. Okay, we gotta get out of here, now.
The money!
No, no,
No!
no!
Forget the money! The kicks! Alright, forget the shoes. Can't go that way. She has to check on the money first.
Fuck the bag. Window it is.
Alright, she just had to double check. Maybe it was fine. Maybe it was fine.
Motherfuckers!
Oh, wow. Crap, I thought it was just the lights.
And finally, the blaze that engulfed the abandoned building in the Hell's Kitchen district of Manhattan has been ruled as arson. Luckily, no one was harmed in the fire. The FDNY believe it was set by some local gang members. The suspects are still at large.
That's rough. We're literally out on the streets now. Like, at least we were in an abandoned building.
Sorry, girl.
We're gonna have to sleep under that Christmas tree. Hopefully it has some warmth to it.
Frey, what happened to you? You look like hell.
Are you allergic?
What?
To cats. Are you allergic to cats?
No, I love cats, but are you in trouble?
Good. She likes wet food, the flaky kind, not pate.
This is a sad story.
She needs a warm place to sleep.
I almost feel like I should have had like the
Take a
content
bath every
warning
once in a
up.
while. And she needs a bath, but good luck with that.
Frey, what's going on?
Her name is Homer. Promise me you'll look after her. Promise. Thank you.
What are you doing, Frey?
Yeah, I wonder if it was worth
The
it
right
to
thing.
say I was
I need some time to
almost killed.
sort some stuff out, but I'll come back for her. It just might take a while.
Frey, wait. If you're in trouble, I can help you, Frey.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, what was the judge gonna do?
All right. Homer's safe. Now what am I gonna do?
Like, what could the judge have done already before I almost got caught on fire? Before I had the gun pointed at my throat.
Full circle.
Stroke of midnight.
Happy birthday to me. Thanks, Mom. No, I'm better than that. No, I'm gonna fix things. Get Homer back. Finally get out of...
Don't do it! It's like a scam. It's gonna make her jump off or something.
What?
Wait, you're gonna make me go down?
Wonder what that is.
Access the archive. We gotta see the cat. Homer! Frey's cat and the only family she has. Homer started out as a stray who occasionally wandered into Frey's apartment, but once Frey started feeding her new friend, a bond began to develop. and they've been inseparable ever since. When Frey's apartment building burned down and she thought she had all hope was lost, her last good deed was to see that Homer had somewhere safe to live. Does the dog die.com? I should have checked that before I played the game. I mean, it's good right now. It should stay exactly like that. Honestly, if I never see Homer again after like these events, I know that Homer's in good hands.
It's beautiful.
Ooh. Maybe time for a little felony larceny. No, felony larceny? Is that theft?
Nope. Not getting in that way. Must be another way.
Ah, this is how I'm gonna get out of New York City. I mean, to be fair, it told me to go and pick it up.
No one in here.
Your Honor, some magical butterfly told me to take it.
Just leave this.
Yo, new home?
I mean, wow.
That is pretty sick.
Whoa.
Attachments. New archive. Sorry, I'm in like awe right now. So like a lot has happened. Most of it terrible. And I don't say terrible as in like poor, but terrible as in some of the worst things you could possibly imagine. Except the cat lives, which is very good. So like I don't know what to piggyback on with commentary. You kind of have to just watch. Watch as I am almost burnt to death.
What the actual fuck?
Wait, can I actually go back?
Wait, stop! Shit!
Oh, wow.
Shit! Oh, no! Oh, come on!
This is the isekai that everyone's been talking about. Unlike the animes, I woke up in a slime girl mansion restaurant or something. Instead, it is I was almost burned alive and I woke up in Elden Ring. Is that still good?
Where am I?
Now I'm maidenless.
What's
which I
happened
guess is
to
still
me?
better than being burned alive. All right. Yeah, at this point, why bother going back? You say that, but then the dragon spawns. It starts chasing you. You say that, and then Maligma shows up and tries to infect you with rot.
That is a serious draft.
Holy crap.
Whoa.
A lot of times in games like this, like, they're showing you places you can actually go.
Africa.
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Is it?
Show myself. I've shown. I'm showing.
Can you all hear
Or
this?
Showed. Show myself, indeed.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. The thing you so fruitlessly tried to remove.
It's actually talking from the controller too.
Oh, hello, yes. Oh, perhaps you're smarter than you look.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You, the one talking to me right now, are this... cuff?
Cuff? It's a bit reductive, isn't it? Cuff? Go on then, maybe.
Yo, Blaze, good to see you.
Oh, Vambrace. Vambrace. Yeah, no, it's definitely Vambrace.
No. This is batshit bananas!
And yet, it's the truth. Stop your hurting me now.
Seriously?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, it's
But what
not
we're doing
really,
is
right?
Completely futile.
How is this happening?
Well, what were you doing before this was happening?
I was...
Is she gonna say?
Doesn't matter.
Stuck.
Still here.
Whoever is doing this, stop. This is one sick joke. I am out of here.
You can't run away from me. I am literally attached to you. Why don't we settle down a bit and talk about ourselves?
How much backward can I go?
Talk about our interests in life, perhaps.
I am not hearing this. This is all a bad dream.
Yeah, you can actually go all the way back. Wow. So I wonder how much the cuff knows. Because the cuff could just, you know, fill us in. Not have us wander around like an idiot. So that's down. Crap. This is one of those games where I feel like I have to check every single area before I progress. People lose their minds over the dialogue on Twitter. I don't know why. So I'm going to assume that there are scenes that could be written better, but I guess like anything is gonna have that. But right now, like the vibes I'm getting from this is very Guardians of the Galaxy. And maybe what people expected was something else. Whatever that is, I don't know. God of War, maybe?
You can also see things? This cannot be fucking real.
Listen to me, Frey.
How the hell do you know my name?
We are bonded.
Bonded?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean bonded? Why is this happening? This is... No. On bond now.
As you can see, you're stuck with me, and I with you. And only you can hear me.
Stop! Stop talking! This is completely insane.
So that must be like some
Frey,
item that I'll just
slow
have to get
down.
later.
You need to listen to me.
No, what I need is to figure out how to get back. I thought I wanted out. I was wrong. I was in a bad place.
Well, this place might be worse, depending on how you look at it.
What do you mean?
See, they're gonna talk about the dragons, they're gonna talk about Melania and the rot.
Quiet.
What?
Hide.
Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Don't let it see you.
You think?
I kind of like the profanity in it. I feel like it's an extra touch that had to be there.
Is it gone?
Yes, and we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there? I don't think so.
I'm sure the creature is far away by now, and besides...
What?
You won't last long without anything to eat.
It knows I'm hungry.
Fine. And how exactly do you plan on getting out?
I believe climbing that wall might be our best option.
Sorry, I'll get to the chat in just a second. Where'd the dragon go? I'm trying to get a level 100 sword in my first hour of gameplay. Hey V, I was wondering why you haven't uploaded to YouTube in a while. Is there a particular reason, or is it just how it worked out? Noob, I upload new videos every single week. As a matter of fact, I uploaded a video today and yesterday. You can even do ! latest to see what the latest video was. But I even have an editor that has done our last 5 showcase runs. So I don't know if maybe you're experiencing what other people experience where they aren't getting notifications on stuff. I personally don't ring anybody's bells on any social channel. But I still see their stuff come up on my homepage. So whatever is the reason why you might not be seeing my content, I apologize. But it is out there, 100%. Conversation with the Cuff. You'll occasionally be able to stop and chat with Cuff about recent developments. When this happens, simply pick a topic and start talking.
Hey, Cuff.
How did you wind up in that store? Wonder if I can just read all of these.
Why were you rusting at that old shop anyway?
Good question. I've been wondering that myself. All I do know is that before I visited Earth, I was here in
Visited?
Wait, what? That means it must be your fault I wound up here.
How dare you? It was nothing to do with me. If you must know, I'm as keen to find out what brought us here as you are.
Okay, so Athea is the continent we're on right now. A mysterious continent in another world that is somehow both stunningly beautiful and deeply unsettling. A thick, foreboding blanket of what looks like a fog envelops its medieval-looking buildings, adding to the otherworldly effect. And if it wasn't proof enough that Frey is very far from home indeed, there are deadly monsters to contend with too. Yeah, is it that? It's almost like we're in a bubble or something. It's really weird.
So, if we are bonding...
Correction.
You be swearing like a sailor too, to cope?
Whatever. If we are stuck with
Would
each other,
I?
then what's your deal?
As someone who doesn't really curse?
Who are
Huh.
you?
I guess you never know until the isekai starts. Until the
Lovely.
anime
And
intro
I suppose you'll
starts.
tell me more if I answer your riddles 3?
I don't follow.
Never mind.
How did you become a bracelet? Have you always been a bracelet?
So, have you always been this?
The hard-hitting questions.
This chatty bling.
As I recall, no.
What do you recall?
I traveled here. Athia was not my home. I, like you, am an outsider.
Interesting.
When I arrived, there was a lot of turmoil between the Tantas.
The who was?
The Tantas. They were 4 very powerful women who ruled Athia, each with a special ability.
Okay.
Like what? Magic or something?
If by magic you mean the ability to turn me into an inanimate object, then yes.
It's a very, like, Resident Evil portrait. The powerful sorceress who once ruled over Athea's 4 realms. Each embodied a different virtue, which in turn shaped how they chose to rule. They very much loved by the people, who enjoyed lives of plenty under their guidance, but according to the Cuff, all was not necessarily as harmonious as it might have seemed. They can turn you into jewelry? Oh, have you ever seen an iPhone before?
What in all creation is that contraption?
It's a smartphone. It's for texting, calling, games, videos, taking selfies. And
that came
which,
over in
by
the portal?
way, I am not gonna explain to you, so don't bother asking.
I know what a selfie is.
Really?
Not really. What else can that thing do?
It also has GPS, which would usually tell me exactly where I am.
So where are you?
Somewhere between purgatory and hell.
It told you that.
Sure did.
Freya's phone. The phone Frey uses to stay in touch with the world, at least that's what it used to be for, is mostly filled with pictures of a cat. Unfortunately, Athea doesn't seem to get cell coverage. Shouldn't have gotten T-Mobile. But we have camera. It'd be interesting to see, like... Oh, I guess you have no coverage at all, so it's not even gonna tell you anything. It's now just a brick
Whoa.
and a camera.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, one of my talents, if you will. It seems like there's a small settlement up ahead. Perhaps we can rest there.
Cuff Compass. Cuff has many powers, including the ability to show you the way. If you want his help, hold up. At certain times, this feature won't be available.
And you know that how? What are you?
The extent of my abilities is nigh on limitless. I'm a Vambrace after all.
Uh-huh.
But it used to just be a dude?
So, this is Athia?
Janoon.
Janoon. I thought you said...
Athia, big picture. Janoon, small picture. Janoon is part of Athia.
I get it. Like New York City versus New York State.
Exactly. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna
no
say,
idea
does
what
it know?
Newark is.
No, not Newark. New York.
Is there a difference?
About 1 million.
Does it know stuff like cities and Earth? It's just weird to think of it as this was a person that got transformed into a cuff. And it has like all these abilities. So like, did it have the abilities before it was a cuff? We don't know. Sorry, I gotta run around and see if there's anything I can pick up. Can't pick up the lavender? I think that's just a lighting issue. No way to recharge the phone? It's USB-C. All they have around here is the old-fashioned USB 2.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a fucking cuff!
Vambrace.
Like I said, I really think it's more like a Guardians of the Galaxy for dialogue. And I'm sure people just came out of, well, Elden Ring doesn't really have dialogue. And even if it does, it's like super cryptic. It must be God of War. Like everyone came out of God of War. And that's top tier, which is, it is. It definitely is. But they just don't know what they wanted to hear from him for spoken. That's my guess.
Hey, look at you.
I'd be careful.
Come on.
That Wolverine?
Don't be shy.
Seriously, I wouldn't. Let's just keep moving.
Why are you so freaked out by this fella? Wait. Whoa!
Because it's not as it seems.
You tell me that now? Shit!
It's like some Last of Us.
Well, don't just stand there.
Defeat the monster. Attack magic. Frey uses her unique bond with Cuff to call forth powerful offensive spells. Press R2 to fire off quick magic. Hold it down to build up something more powerful. There are various attack spells available. Hold R1 to open the menu and switch.
Don't start panicking now.
Yo, we need that auto aim. Burst shot. I was gonna say, is there like a dodge
Did
roll?
I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. You know what? I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
If you could just master these new abilities, with my help, of course.
Did you not just see me take out that gnarly beast? Oh, bring it, you mangled monsters.
Yo, she's cracked on it now. Was that friendly fire? Oh, you don't even have to really hit the target. Because it seems to be explosive.
Okay.
Wait. What's this one?
You ready?
You do know there's no one to fight in that direction, don't you?
So we have 3 spells? Experience. Experience is earned by defeating foes. Earn enough, you level up. You may also find experience in your travels, such as completing quests. Okay. Yeah, so scatter shot, burst shot,
The fuck is up
shield
with the
shot.
animals here?
They did seem somewhat altered, didn't they? Makes you wonder what can have caused such a mutation.
Yeah, like what happened here?
Also interesting that, like, oh wow. Resources. Gathering resources. The theater is full of bountiful stuff. You just have to know where to look.
Might as well pocket this.
Oh my god, that actually hurt. Cub is able to protect you from enemy attacks, reducing the damage dealt. You won't need to do anything to make him block. But you'll need to keep an eye on your health. He can only do so much. Okay, shield sucks.
Yup.
Honestly, this seems to be the best. Holy crap. Is this because of the difficulty I chose? Okay, at least I don't have to actually press a button to pick up things. Explanation on why you don't instantly die as a mere mortal. It's a good point. I actually didn't think about that. For some reason, I consider that humans have health bars. It's exactly how it works. Ooh. Healing droughts and health. Frey can drink healing droughts in order to restore her health. If her health drops to 0, it's game over. So if in doubt, use one. Press down. Downy? We gotta see what's in here. We gotta get the loot. Okay, so I read mantle. I thought it was like a piece of equipment. Fog is gonna come out and teleport us into the caves.
Kinda coldly warm here.
Meaning, what exactly?
Forget it.
I don't get that one either. Coldly warm. It's not nice and toasty. I am going so far off path. Perhaps we do the main story. What do you mean we don't have health bars? It's just equal to 1. Is it 1 if you could like block and break your arms? Like are each of your appendages 1 HP each? 1.5. It's like bleed damage. You don't technically take damage to your life bar, you just take bleed damage that'll kill you later.
What is this weird feeling?
There seems to be some sort of malignant miasma in the air.
Okay, turning back now.
It doesn't seem to be affecting you, though, does it? Besides, I doubt there'd be much benefit in retracing your steps.
So this miasma, what exactly is it?
It's quite mysterious, isn't it? I suspect it might be what's causing all the local wildlife to look so peculiar.
So how come it doesn't affect me?
I guess I'm not local?
Could it be thanks to your commendable choice of traveling companion, perhaps?
Nope, not that. Definitely not that. Nothing but ruins. Looks like no one's been here for a while. I wonder how long everything's been in this shitty state.
Perhaps we should find somewhere else to search?
Cuff scanning. You can call upon cuff powers to help you detect nearby enemies and items. This can be extremely useful. Is it R3?
There's something there.
Okay, so like hold up for compass and then tap up. So I could maybe jump over that. I dig the icons in this game. Everything's so like starry. Support magic. Support magic provides a wide variety of effects that can help turn the tide in battle. You might want to slow down quick enemies or stop them. You can cast your currently selected support spell with L2 or go into the menu with L1. Just be aware, after you cast a support spell, you'll have to wait a while before you can do it again. However, you can speed up the process by doing successful attacks. So my support spell is Bind?
Huh.
Very nicely done.
All right, what's our next move?
Oh my god. I like the vulnerable. Is that elemental? Oh, I can see the cooldown on it. So I'm just spamming grenade. Like, you don't have to. You can do basic attacks.
So much for clean air and bright skies. I try to escape to someplace better, and where do I wind up? Someplace 10 times worse.
Poor you.
Yeah, once the dragons and the rot shows up, you know you're in a bad place. Healing max. Wonder if it goes into storage. So I'm going to assume that it will pick up everything. Wait, I can't do it? All right, so we went this way. Let's go this way. Yeah, I like all the purple. Absolutely. Even if it's blight purple. You know what? That's okay. Freaking Dreadworm Bear.
Lucky me.
Locking onto enemy with R3. If there's multiple, switch. You know, I still have not been told if there's a dodge roll. Oh my god!
Okay.
I don't know what this does. Oh, it's like a turret? Surge magic. Using attack and support spells charges your surge, eventually enable you to use an extra powerful spell. Like, I feel like I can just jump. Is it worth it to do this? Killer blow. If you manage to break your enemy's composure, is this Sekiro now? They'll often open themselves up to brutal damaging attacks that will exploit Cuff's abilities to deal devastating damage. If you're close enough, press triangle. It might restore your HP too.
Die!
It did not die.
Okay.
Oh, maybe the shoddy's okay on big targets like this. Immune?
Fuck! Yeah.
You know what else has a lot of cursing in it? Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise. Like, he just says the F word constantly. It's hilarious to me. Mana and magic. You leveled up and earned some mana, which can be used to teach Frey new spells. In order to do so, open the magic section. Watching the gameplay comment doesn't feel satisfying. I think it's because of this. Like, they want you to eventually get something that does feel good to you. Spend mana here to learn new spells. Mana is gained by leveling up. Let's add a new spell to your skill set. Hold X to learn it. So, flow. Hold that and circle. Looks like they're making me learn that, which is fine. Maybe that unlocks our dodge roll too.
Not bad.
Thanks, Professor.
I told you to call me Vambrace.
Sure, Cuff. Sure.
I gotta use a health pot.
Shit!
It might be wiser to run this time.
No kidding.
They look disgusting. Magic parkour. You've unlocked the flow ability, which allows you to do magic parkour. Hold L and circle.
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is awesome. I am catching some serious air.
Catching serious air. Okay, that one's pretty bad. I'll say that.
I could run like the wind, and I'm not even...
I wonder what the red markers are.
That was close. Where the hell are we now?
The big city, I suppose?
Hello? Anyone home?
Is this place still blighted?
Hear me?
Not a sound. Well, let's keep looking. You should probably keep an eye out for somewhere to rest, too.
Let's see what's over there.
Let me know if the combat is too loud, by the way. It sounds like the actual dialogue's not bad, but the combat might be a little loud. Set destinations on the map. Open map. Overview the surrounding area with your location center. There's a place nearby where you could get a well-deserved rest. Press X to mark it. Sure. It's not letting me move. Exploring with magic parkour. Magic parkour allows you to explore your surroundings with acrobatic ease, climb tall buildings, etc. Why not hold down the button?
Is there not a single person left?
It very much seems that way. Perhaps this oddness with the air drove them to escape to safer climes.
Oh,
Hope
wow.
So. At least that would mean they're still alive.
Critical hits. Attack an enemy without them spotting you, or get a strike from the side or behind. You will sometimes get a crit. It's more likely if you attack from behind than from the side. If you're clever, you can check the lay of the land ahead with cuff scan.
Huh.
So I wasn't completely sure.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
On the
I'll be the judge of that.
So the parkour that I'm comparing this to right now is Assassin's Creed. I think in Assassin's Creed, they do a lot of the stuff for you. And I'm used to like Mirror's Edge, where you have to put in every input.
Be on your guard.
Yeah, stay frosty. Got it.
But it's interesting to see that like I can't simply run up every
What's this?
wall. Like some of them actually require me to take a path.
Second win.
There was something over here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Dying Light, another big example. Where you have to do the parkour yourself. But if you were to say which is the more popular game, Dying Light or Assassin's Creed, I think you'll know the answer. Not that I agree with it. Wait, does it know? It doesn't know?
Good luck predicting the weather in this place.
I expect that's what makes the scenery so varied.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of a good thing.
All right. Oh my god. I'm out here trying to play Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Wonder if there's fall damage. Wait, did I aggro everything? No! Alright. That's not good.
I'd say now's the time to strike.
No shit.
Please tell me there's fall damage for the wolves. Oh my god. Yeah, it's actually a turret. That's hilarious to me.
Now's your chance.
On it.
It'd be really cool if that actually knocked away all enemies. Oh, I should be locking on. How in the world did the wolves get up there? Since when could wolves climb like that?
You're telling me that now?
Couple more still. Is the music not gonna go away until I fight these? Can I go back and forth? No way I can like walk bounce. Nah. She don't got it like that, or I don't have that capability yet. Assassin's Creed has what, 10 games? Dying Light released 1 year ago? Yeah, but I think if you were to put on the 2 games in front of, I hate to say the average gamer, which one are they gonna choose? I want them to choose Dying Light. Oh my god. I just want to go in here. I assume everything is locked, basically. Something up there? Oh my god, I feel like I'm one step away. There we go. All right. Starting to make a little more sense. It doesn't know. Wait, did I even land? My god, that didn't actually land. So this thing has a max range to it too.
Incoming.
Status ailments. Certain enemies inflict status ailments such as poison or stamina drain.
Can't afford to get hit.
I should have taken a screenshot of that. That looked amazing.
Yup.
Ooh, okay. So double tap to dodge roll. I wonder why they wouldn't have told me that. I would have been spamming that.
All right, point me to something that I won't think is a total waste of time.
Now you really are asking for miracles.
It looks like there's even chains that you can jump off of. I feel like there's a lot of different things in the game. Tap it, you get 2 jump on walls. That might be combat only. To do like a dodge roll. Unlucky. Oh my god, alright. I guess that's to prevent camping. Which is fine, I guess. Alright. This is me
Here, huh?
not going to the objective. Again.
You really don't know me.
Grainstone. So we're getting all kinds of stuff for crafting. Did you just kill a beaver? A beaver if this was Last of Us.
This place is fun.
I imagine it was once. Happy, smiling faces on every corner. No, I can picture it now.
Damn. Everything just looks broken.
Not exactly the most poetic of descriptions, but
Or like
yes, I suppose it
Dead Space. Their body is like hollow inside and it's just teeth. The break. The world Frey finds herself stranded in is seemingly devoid of people. Buildings stand ruined and vicious monsters roam the ravaged land. Frey christens the strange phenomenon that seems to be the cause of all these problems, the break.
Is there nowhere that's not, like, broken by this shit?
I suppose there might be somewhere.
No one
Hello?
there. No one at all. Where the hell did everyone go?
Your guess is as good as mine. Suppose our only choice is to keep looking.
Athia is made up of 4 realms, each covered by its own Tanta. The north lies Junun, with its rich, it's not rich anymore. To the east, Prenost, heavy with mountains. Westward, the great plains of Visoria stretch off to the horizon, and to the south, the shimmering waters of Avolet glisten in the sun, or at least they did before the corruption. Those almost look like pigeons from far away to me. Athia was once rich and vibrant, full of life and laughter, but then corruption came, and the first day it emerged, it was clear that nothing would ever be the same again. Those it touched were lost forever. Those lucky enough to escape were forced to abandon their homes and flee to Sipal, the only place where safety could be found, or so they believed. Jeez. I'm going back to New York. This is awful. Emus can't enter this building, make it safe to stand and rest.
Nice. I could use a rest.
Okay. Yeah, so monster design, they look like animals, like from far away, but then in the cutscenes and then up close, they have like deformities to them. There was a giant bear. It was almost like an arcane bear.
Yes, and given what we've seen so far, I'd say you need to be very careful in case you're planning on investigating.
What could it be? Can't pick that up. What in the world? Now what?
Shit! What is it now?
That's what I said. It's like a EMP storm.
Is this the break shit's doing too?
I believe so. It corrupts everything it touches before destroying it completely. Now hurry up.
Rip
Get out of
puppers?
here while you still can.
Sorry, there's another dragon? Oh my god, it's actually trying to kill me.
What now?
Well, for starters, I think we should run.
Too late for that.
What'd I do? See, even the dragon is kinda screwed up looking. Kinda zombified. Defeat the dragon. Evasion and magic parkour. You can use magic parkour to dodge enemy attacks, so now they teach me how to dodge roll. Press circle at the right moment to quick step out of the way. You can also hold to magic parkour, evading automatically. You'll find different enemies require different evasive approaches.
Okay.
Interesting.
What the hell do I do here?
Fighting might be an idea.
How the hell am I supposed to fight a dragon?
Piercing attacks. Certain powerful attacks can pierce through Cuff's defenses, dealing lots of damage if Frey doesn't evade in time. If you see the telltale signs of an enemy building up, press circle or press and hold.
That big must have a weak point.
I double tap there.
That's not doing much.
Careful, you're about to get badly bitten.
You were saying?
Even the best of us make mistakes.
Whoa, did you see that?
So gratifying to see my hard work paying dividends.
Die! I ran on top of it.
Nice work. Show it what you've got.
What did I do to deserve this?
This does like no damage.
Don't panic. Try to predict its next movement.
That was all of my health. Alright, it was just a cutscene battle?
That's not a good thing, is it?
Probably not. You might want to find some cover. Fast.
It's gonna self-destruct.
Oh, fuck.
What's wrong with this thing? Chat, I think it's sick. I think it needs help. Unblockable attacks. These attacks are even more deadlier. They can't be blocked or evaded and deal a huge amount of damage. If you see the telltale signs of an enemy building up, find something to hide behind. Or use parkour to run.
Okay, this is bad. Very bad.
Take cover. Look out. Not bad for an amateur, I suppose.
Hey, you want to do the fighting here?
I keep jumping on its wing. Just trying to close the gap.
That's it.
Alright.
He's all right as it can be.
Oh my god, I didn't react to that at all.
Try not to get stepped on. Well, that was a little hairy.
Yeah. Oh, let me guess. I'm gonna need more cover.
And quickly.
Cover?
Steady on now.
Oh, come on. Oof.
Okay, we saved the cover.
End of those fangs.
This is kind of intense. Can I bind this thing?
Yep. Can you?
That
No,
must be its
I didn't
weak
think so.
point. I knew it would have a weak point.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry, you're not gonna die unless you get paid.
That's your idea of encouragement? Come on.
Be careful not to let me get scratched.
Yeah, so we end up going like directly in range. And I most definitely don't want to do that.
Here's an idea. Stop faffing around and do something.
Hey, dude, get off my back.
I think we have to swap back to the other weapon.
Don't worry, you're not gonna die unless you get hit.
That's your idea of encouragement? Nope, not working. Shit! Cool.
I was gonna try to use my ulti and see if I get iframes through it.
That stung a little.
No time to
I want to see if I
recuperate.
can
Stay on your
also
feet.
run around that.
Keep at it! I think you're finally getting somewhere! Has anyone ever told you how sloppily you move?
Hey, fuck off.
Oh my god, that's the toughest thing so far. Wait, I'm on the wrong side apparently.
Yeah. Come on, drop dead already.
I'm afraid our reptilian friend seems as stubbornly healthy as ever.
There we go. So like I'll go in to try to do the execute, but she wants to parkour instead. And I guess it's my fault for holding down the circle button. But that's like the fastest way to move. And I feel like it's gonna lose the execute. But it's almost like an Elden Ring. If you're not right there, it's gonna get up right away. But it looks like this gives you plenty of grace period. Why is a dragon trying to kill me? Out of everything on the planet. Like, why am I the dinner? It's almost like a house in basically the wilderness. Out of every place a bug could be, why be in the house? There's a whole world out there.
Do you think it's
Level
dead,
up.
the dragon?
Well, it did get crushed by all that rubble.
Defeat the dragon. Get out of town. I don't know what that 10 is. Is that the mana? See if we unlocked anything. So I gotta say, so far, I like the game's aesthetic. I like the characters. I like most of the dialogue. The combat, I think I just need different spells. Because right now, I don't see any reason to use anything besides the grenade. I feel like it's just the best. Okay, so I have 10 mana. There's a support tree over here. All this stuff seems to cost 12. Oh, wow. Some of it's really expensive. Okay, so we, I guess, won't be getting anything anytime soon. All right.
I always miss the commotion when there's no one around, don't you?
Believe me, you're plenty of commotion all by yourself.
What was that? I want to open chests like that. That was sick. It's like a jump spin kick to open the chest.
What?
Kind of Attack on Titan. The thing just phased in. Dodge rolls. If you use magic parkour while preparing a spell, you can make an even bigger evasive maneuver than usual. Prepare for an attack or support spell, and then dodge roll.
Doesn't look like we'll have much cover here. Dragon friend doesn't succumb to the urge to blast us with its beam of death.
Ugh, I just can't catch a break.
That did not work.
Huh? Where'd it go?
Far, far away.
It's not charging, right?
Fred, you need to get directly in front of it now.
What? Are you trying to get me killed?
It has a blind spot. Trust me.
Okay. How'd it know?
I don't think I...
Am I dead? Cutscene death?
You know there's nowhere to run, don't you?
Fuck.
This isn't a cutscene death, is it? No, it's gonna play out. All right. I was gonna say, wait, is this like Callisto Protocol?
Any bright ideas?
What in the world is it doing?
Yeah. Make this fucker let go.
But you'll die if you fall from up here.
The cup can't do anything about that?
I'm gonna die anyway, asshole.
I was about to say, I don't think it cares. Oh, it does care.
Oh, this is exciting.
It was on 1 HP.
Are you all right?
I think so.
The idea of this thing just phasing in and out is horrifying to me.
Looks like there's a town up there.
Hopefully one that isn't deserted.
Well, you'll never find out if you don't go and see.
Because, like, now you're thinking, can a dragon just phase in front of me at any point? Right? Like, it's bad enough already. There's Last of Us infected beavers and bears. There's probably zombies at some point. So, like, I prefer to know the dragon's coming, not some kind of Attack on Titan. It just lightning bolt comes from the sky and there you go. There's a dragon. Though it would have been really funny if I did actually
Well done, me.
die and it did some elaborate cutscene just to kill me.
Oh, hey! Hey! Over here! Oh, we're saved.
This reminds me of Monty Python. Which movie is that? Is that Holy Grail?
The hell?
Move, monster!
Hey, the fuck you calling monster?
The monster speaks!
Yeah, of course I speak, and put your pointy stick away, asshole!
Move!
Alright, moving. Where are we now?
This is the city of Sipol.
Why are
Oh,
they
we don't like
speaking
Sipol.
English?
It's my experience that languages share commonalities across many dimensions.
Okay, any answer works for me, I guess.
Quiet! Keep moving, fiend!
Ugh, of course. Back in court.
Look at the people. A dragon freaking phased in on me. You think I'm the one you need to worry about? This is messed up.
Let me
Do they not
go!
know what dragons are? It's only me who has to deal with dragons.
Easy.
Settle. Settle. Who are you, child?
Who are you?
Oh, is that
Humble myself and answer their questions.
Oh my
I
god.
got this. I'm used to repping myself.
For me to
I don't
not
think you
be able to
comprehend
just
gravity
say
of your
her name.
situation.
I gotten myself out of much tougher scrapes than this, thank you very much. So why don't you shut your shiny mouth?
Don't tell
and
me,
let
Chad, don't
do
tell
the
me.
Talking.
Look at her. She speaks with invisible beings. Is she in cahoots with demons?
What?
Because she
No,
also
and
just
who
did
uses
the
cahoots?
Star
I would
Wars
like to hear
character.
the answer to Councilwoman Billet's question, child.
My name is Frey
Deborah
Holland.
Wilson. Thank
I
you,
do not
Dyson.
know how I got here. I am exhausted. I am starving, and all I want is to go home.
She's been doing voice
That's
work for a
what's
long
strange. Where
time.
is she from?
Hell's Kitchen.
You see? She is hell's spawn. How else could she survive in the corruption?
Please, how did you emerge from the corruption of Junoon unscathed?
I wouldn't exactly say unscathed.
It is because she and the corruption are one and the same.
This
we must
guy.
execute her immediately.
Always
Wait,
one
what?
guy.
No, that's crazy. I don't even know how I got here.
Please listen to me. I believe we need her.
Who wishes to address the council?
Forgive me. I am Auden Keen.
Helper and healer.
All this woman is guilty of is surviving the corrupted lands. We have much to learn from her.
True.
Until now, we've only met her with blades. Perhaps we could extend her a hand of kindness.
The devil will accept your kindness as it bites your hand, spreading its venomous corruption into your veins. We must deal with
Always
this
somebody.
swiftly. Councilwoman Billette, please.
Both Auden King and Councilman Janesh have made very compelling arguments. Council is divided. Therefore, there shall be no blood spilled today. But heed my warning, child. If you prove a threat, we will have no choice but to eliminate you. Take her to the Tower of Binoy.
What argument did he make?
Your ruling is too
You say devil and hell spawned enough? That's all you need to say.
Wait, what, Tower of Binoy? What's the Tower of Binoy?
I believe it's a prison.
Please! What? Oh, hell no! I'm not getting locked up again! Let me go! Let me go! Don't touch me, asshole!
My God. How many times has Frey gotten beat up? Like, how many punches have I eaten in the first however long we've been playing? No level up. It's messed up. Didn't even level up off the dragon. Yeah, so far, honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with the game. Once we get more spells, besides just the grenade, I didn't play the demo of this game because I had a feeling I was going to actually get the game on release. But because of that, I chose not to spoil myself on the demo. But I did click into a couple of streamers who did play the demo, and I saw that there's a lot of spells out there. Like, you would imagine probably one for every element. So right now we're rocking a lot of earth. So once you get into, like, the further wheels, I think the combat's going to change a lot.
Get up.
I was going to say, did my game freeze?
Get up.
Maybe move?
Get up! Get up! Get up!
Look, I am imprisoned 1,000,000 miles from home in a Ren Fair nightmare. Just let me die in peace.
If you die, I'm just a meaningless bauble that they bury you with.
And I am fine with that. Just leave me alone. You know what? None of this is my fault. This is all your fucking fault.
Tell me how exactly this is my fault.
Can we just not talk?
Fine. Fine by me. Suit yourself. I'd love a bit of silence.
Fantastic.
Because you'd think it did send out the butterfly to make me go and pick it up. Ah.
You say another fucking word.
Frey's Journey jailbreak. That'll make them appreciate me.
I never thought I'd miss the Hell's Kitchen courthouse.
I doubt you'll be squeezing your way to freedom through there.
So what, we're just gonna break down the door? Yeah, others don't hear the cuff. That's right. In the very beginning, the cuff said that only she can hear it. We actually had a full conversation. We even showed the cuff our cell phone and our cat pictures on it.
Shit, of course it's locked. Damn it, this is going nowhere.
Did that piss bucket do something to annoy you?
No. You know what? You did.
Dude, could have tried to talk to the cuff just using her mind.
York. How hard is that to remember?
I don't know if she could do that.
If memory serves me right, you weren't exactly in the best of spirits when our paths first crossed. I'm not sure why you're so determined to return.
You know what? I'm just gonna use magic to bust us out of here.
It isn't advisable to use your abilities in front of them.
Why not? They already think I'm in cahoots with demons.
But they will hang you for being a heretic.
What, like a Salem situation?
Do you expect me to know what that means?
Look, we did it your way, and now we're gonna try it my way. Did I just do that?
Quick, put this on.
Who's there?
I will free you, but you have to put it on and do as I say.
All right, we're going Metal Gear.
Okay, it's on. You're the one who stood up for me in court.
What kind of Superman disguise is this?
Because I believe
I just put on the pair of
But we must
glasses.
hurry. How did you sneak past the guards?
I prepared a tincture of slumber baked into a pastry.
Looks can really be deceiving.
Let's go before they wake.
Wait. Where are we going? What's your angle?
It's no time.
She did defend you in court, and right now she seems to be your only option.
Fair point. All right, wherever we're going, there's got to be food.
Well, this is serendipitous.
You're telling me.
Did you say something?
What? No. Please, after you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we still have the pants on from Abercrombie. But, you know, it's like 2 a.m. at night. And basically the 1400s, there's no one around.
You sure this is a good idea?
Escort quest?
I mean, aren't you gonna get yourself in trouble?
Don't worry about me. Besides, I couldn't just stand
Dead
idly
guards?
by while they treated you so unfairly.
That one's almost dead.
Who were those people running the trial?
You mean the Council of Sepul? They're the leaders of our city. They settle all our disputes.
Judge
Yo,
and
she's
jury
zooming.
all rolled into one, huh? Efficient.
Oh, wow. It almost looks like a dragon corpse back there.
As you can see, our land suffers. Everything that corruption touches...
It breaks. Yeah. I saw it up close. It's real fucked up in there. Not pleasant.
Indeed. Athia's all but lost.
Where did the break shit come from?
I'll tell you soon enough. We must keep moving.
Yeah, you wonder, like, has it always been like this? The Break. The name Frey devised for the corrupting miasma that blankets most of Athia. Nobody knows where it came from or why it suddenly appeared. What's clear is that it is no mere weather phenomena. It creeps insidiously along the ground, breaking everything it touches. Some of the changes it brings about are easy to see, while others are invisible. Crap, so it's gonna kill you, like, over time? You don't even know it's affecting you yet?
So where are we going exactly?
That's messed up.
We should make our way to the lower city.
The lower city. Got it.
Just like the dragon situation. Don't tell me that the dragons can just phase in.
What were you even doing
Just
at the
kill me
courtroom?
now, I guess.
No one has arrived from outside the city for many years. Everyone in town wants to know who you are.
The price of notoriety, I guess.
Yo, can I get another look?
After what you called the break shit.
Let's just go with the break.
After the break occurred, people fled their villages. Sepul is the last bastion.
Damn.
I would advise staying
Better
off the
than New
main
York still.
thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You know, we should stay off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You're right.
Don't let the guards see you. Though I feel like I kind of want to just do it.
Wow, nice digs. Some schmancy houses.
This is where the nobility live.
Ah, yes, the Upper East Side.
Technically, we're in the north of the city.
Because I feel like the game has multiple death animations. I don't know why. Like when I got dogpiled by the gang in New York.
It appears they've noticed that you're missing. Head for the shadows and keep moving.
Stick to the shadows.
Great idea.
I wonder if it's going to comment on the fact that we're stealing
Why
every
can't you be more
idea.
like her? She likes all my ideas.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. How is the hood helping? Like, what? Who's there? Oh, just a hood? Alas, it is but a hood. Hold on, hold on. Hold. Hold. Which way did they go? Where's my squad at? That's like the 5th guy. You have a squad of 4 already? There's no 5-person games. Very, very bad spot to be in. I was gonna say, I really didn't make it around that corner. 'Tis but a hood. Nothing to see here.
You are safe now.
Thanks.
We are close to where I live. Come, I have food.
Yo, we're gonna get that late Victorian grub.
Half-hearted thank you, I must say.
Nobody does anything nice without wanting something in return. I have
True
trust
that.
issues.
Do you trust me?
What you and I have is an unholy alliance at best. I couldn't get rid of you even if I wanted to.
She did just risk her own life to get you out of jail.
Point taken. Plus, she promised me food.
And don't you want to know what she wants? It's quite the mystery.
That's right, I still haven't
More
eaten in
interested
like
in the
2
food
days.
At the moment.
Ah, 'tis but a hood. Don't worry about the Abercrombie.
We can speak freely here. I am Odin Keene, daughter of Robian and Callista Keene.
Well, I'm Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
I don't know how to respond.
It's okay. Boring story. I'm over it.
Liar.
Like I said, I feel more like it's Guardians of the Galaxy in terms of the dialogue.
My father
If you
was a
came in
notable
looking for God of War, it's probably not it.
Cognizant.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Tomato, tomato.
You are very strange, Frey.
Yeah, see?
Cognizants
The hood's working.
are Athia's most highly respected scholars. And my mother was a general.
Oof, that is a lot to live up to. Wait, was?
I've been on my own almost my whole life.
I know what that's like. I don't have any parents. I had some foster ones, but they never really stuck.
So you must feel the same way.
That we got royally screwed.
Oh, Party
That
City.
we must help others.
Tomato, tomato.
Yeah, I skipped the
my
demo.
home.
I thought
You
about
live in a
playing
bar?
it, but it never made it on the
above.
docket.
I, like
I
you
feel
more
like
and more.
maybe
So about
better
that
that
food?
way.
You had this on you the whole time?
I needed you to follow me, Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
Just phrase fine and well played. Well, thanks for the jailbreak lady and the apple, but this is where we part ways.
Please wait. I need your help to save my homeland.
I knew
Mystery
it.
solved.
I freaking
That's
knew
not
it.
happening.
The circle of bending light, the rushing sound. That's what brought you here, yes? You want to go back home, don't you? I may be able to help you.
How's she know?
I'll give you to the bottom of a drink.
Because, like, no way she's from some other world. Not talking like that. Not dressing
Nice.
like that either.
It's like one of those medieval themed bars. Hey!
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Give it back. Come on.
She tried to steal
Second
my
rule for pocketing,
iPhone.
Never give back what you stole.
What's the first rule?
Don't get caught.
What is it anyway?
Something that ain't worth crap here.
Well, if it isn't worth anything, why can't I have it?
Nice try, Munchkin. Now scram!
I thought she was gonna curse at the kid. Is that where we draw the line?
Pint of your finest ale,
If there's an
sir.
8-year-old around, there's no more cursing. Yo, VeeDotVod, good to see you. I'm actually enjoying myself. We haven't really gotten used to the combat 100%, but the tutorial boss was a dragon, so maybe that's
All right, let's hear it.
as
This isn't
much
gonna
practice
last
as
long.
I can get.
My father researched the phenomenon known as the Tirana extensively.
Tirana?
The tunnel of light you traveled through? I believe his work holds the answers you need.
So this
I
just
can give you his
happens
findings.
regularly.
And
here it comes.
In return, I want you to find his research notes on the break. They are...
In the break, right?
It does not seem to have any effect on you.
So they say.
Many have tried to find what's outside
Yeah, it's
the
like
city,
some Attack
don't
on
get
Titan
bombed.
for real. Like, we need you to
Before
go
what?
out to the basement, which is in Titan freaking infested territory.
You are the only hope we have.
Only you can go there.
You're special.
If a dragon phases in out of thin air, you can deal with it.
I want proof.
Follow me and I'll show you. And thank you.
I haven't said yes.
Yeah, to me it's like, what else are we gonna do? Like the Elden Ring situation. What else am I gonna do besides kill everybody?
Some chance is better than no chance.
I do not want to go back into
Every
that
stream I've seen so far has said the game is bad. Glad you're not like that.
After all.
I haven't seen something to say it's bad yet. We had one issue with combat where I was pressing a button where I probably should stop pressing that button. Because it sends your character flying. And to be fair, like, you never want that. But it's just don't press that button. Just run up to the enemy. Instead, I'm trying to do magic parkour and wondering why I'm flying. And I would also like to not have the grenades anymore. Wait, it looks just like her. Spit an image.
Is this then? Your folks?
Yes. It was painted when we were at one of the Cognoscence guilds. Father
Majority
was
of the
one
criticism is
Cognoscence
due to the
Janoon.
price.
He had the foresight to
But,
move his
like,
work to
you could
Praenos
get
just before the guild and Janoon fell to the break.
Tiger Woods PGA Tour
So your dad's notes are in
2023
Praenost?
for more than $70. And
He
it's
brought me here to keep
negative
me safe
reviews
from
on
the break.
Steam.
But it wasn't long before he went back to finish his work. That was 20 years ago. I never saw him again. And the break
Rip.
eventually overtook everything outside the city.
Is he broken? Spoiler alert, he's in New York City right now. We just traded places. Hang on. Seeing people who have been as far as you, they've already complained about 30 things. Why is the lady's face ugly? So I play a lot of games, and this is like nothing to me. I don't know. I don't know what people are playing and watching. Like, the same people are probably playing Grand Theft Auto, right? Like, it's not gonna look any different. Now, you can say that, okay, you're playing the latest technology on the PlayStation 5, and you're expecting Resident Evil remake faces. I don't think so. First party
about him? He
PlayStation
was a
title,
brilliant
God of
man,
War?
beloved
I
by
don't think
many.
so.
He was close to finding a way of slowing down the break, maybe even reversing it. People put their faith in him, believed that he would make the world how it used to be.
Seems pretty low
Trying
budget for
hardest to
70
continue his
bucks.
work to keep hope alive.
So, while I don't
Here,
disagree that
these are his notes on
$70 is
Tirana.
outrageous for pretty much any game,
Yeah, this looks familiar.
You can have this after you help me.
I don't think there is a
quo.
game out that's not an
Get it?
indie title
Kept his notes
that
on
doesn't
the break in
release
red
at
journals
like
this one. I need you to
30
find them and bring them
bucks
back.
and won't have graphics like
Okay,
this
so I
anyway.
go and get the journals, bring them back, and then we're square.
Or gameplay. It'll be
That's the
10
full
hours.
extent
Well,
of
maybe
my
not 10
savior
hours.
ring.
That's stretching it a little
I will
bit.
do everything in my power to help you get home.
And yes,
You
I
help
am
me
playing
or
on
what?
performance mode. I'm
Cross
not
your heart
playing
and hope to die?
on
You wish
high
you did?
fidelity mode.
No, it's a phrase we have on our... Forget it.
I shall pretend those words were never uttered.
Good. Okay, I'm in. Why not? It's not like I've got any better options.
Oh, this is good news. You're truly helping the people of Athia.
Not why I'm doing it, but yeah, sure.
I can try
If you're
high
planning
fidelity
on
in a
heading
second.
into the break, you'll need to get some rest.
I'll go in the morning. You got anywhere I can crash?
Crash?
Crash. Sleep.
Oh, of course. Follow me.
I need new drip. Okay, so let's see. Initiate photo mode. Is photo mode in high fidelity? I'm gonna assume it's not. I don't play on this because it's not 60 FPS and it makes me cry. But every single PlayStation 5 game has this. It's not unique to this game. What's the difference between quality focus and ray tracing? Yeah, so see, like, the hair is already a little better. It's not perfect. Like, it's still a little... Was it, like, anti-aliasy? But I don't think you can play this if you're not on, like, a big screen TV or something.
And I'll prepare a change of clothes for you.
Thanks. You're a lifesaver.
All right. I can't stand that. I had to do it on Sonic Frontiers too. I gotta drop the graphics performance like every single time. Like, I do enjoy graphics in my game, but I'd rather perform.
What a fucking day. Still can't tell if any of this is real.
And yet it is. Now rest. You have another big day tomorrow.
Yeah, I think this is the first 24 hours. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that people don't have a right to complain. People complain about much less than what we're seeing in this game. I can only speak to my own experiences so far. And that's partly why we're playing the game in the first place, is that A, the discourse on Twitter is so back and forth, you don't know who to trust. I mean, it's Twitter after all. You're not supposed to trust anybody except your actual friends. So the only thing you can do is play the game yourself. I know that it's a tall order to expect people to drop money for a game that they aren't sure they're going to enjoy. Finally, the good drip. Gear. Gear describes a range of items that Frey can equip in order to improve her skills. You can change what you currently have in gear. Be sure to check what effects any gear you get your hands on. It could make a difference. Really? Like +5 bind duration or something?
Now you look like one of us. But your shoes betray you.
These have gotten me out of a lot of scrapes. Where I go, they go. The kicks stay.
So it shall be. Here, you'll also need this.
Yeah, I'm not wearing the freaking Jesus pieces on my feet.
Journey. Here, I've marked the cognition skill.
Perfect.
So we have a map. Okay. We might actually be in the game now. Maybe. Spells learnable with current mana. 2 out of 16. Alright, so... we can get Tendril. Ivy Whip snaking out around you, deals damage over the surrounding area, and heals based on how much damage it does. That's kind of sick. But we have 20. Leech causes magical poison curling plants to spring forth from within you. Within who? Not me. Okay, so those are the two things we can get. We'll get Tendril. It seems worth. Oh, and it's free. You can swap out of that at any point. Okay.
Thank you again. Tanta's blessings.
You too, whatever that means.
I wonder if you can just parkour through the city, or will the guards say something? I can't in this room. It could be like Elden Ring. They don't let you initiate combat actions at all in certain areas. Sipal. I was gonna say, you gotta translate, please. Ah, just like New York. My people. Is this free?
Maybe you should grab an apple.
An apple a day.
We'll keep Frey's hunger at bay.
Such a poet.
We're on hardcore mode. I have to actually eat. It's like we're playing Tarkov. While you're in Sipal, you can explore a variety of side events involving various townspeople. You'll know these characters by the markers above their heads. As the story progresses, certain sub-events may be unavailable, so be sure to talk to people.
So, how do we get to this Cognoscence's guild place?
If I'm reading the peasant girl's map correctly...
Peasant girl, my god.
Alright, let's get going then.
Yeah, so I can't parkour in here. Yo, Rakimdar, are there difficulty options? If so, which one am I on? I am on those who are used to combat. Which was really weird how they described it. They described it as, pick this if you just want to clear the story. Pick this if you want to explore. And pick this if you are used to action games.
So they're like Athian dice?
They're made of animal bones. You roll one, and if it lands on one of the little symbol things, you're in for a lucky day.
Oh my god.
Sounds fun.
Frey needs luck so bad right now.
That's all it is. No one takes
it said I'm on hard mode when I saved. Wow.
Give it a go.
Alright, good to know. Partha, how to play. Partha are dice-like objects made from animal bones. Roll them to get good luck. Give it a try. If it lands on a symbol, you'll earn a temporary battle boost. Do I only get one? Can't I just roll it until I win? Temporary boost Frey's defenses to the max.
Guess it's my...
Does it do that for everybody? Yo, that's sick. My man, your dice, they're legit.
So, you're guild bound, I hear.
Guess you hear a lot of things.
That I do.
What in the world would guild
There's
bound
not a lot
mean?
happens in this town I don't come to know of eventually.
Huh.
No idea if he can be trusted, but we might as well see what he can tell us, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so what we played recently was Elden Ring. The difference in open world games between an Elden Ring and something like Horizon Forbidden West is this part. So in your Soulsborns, you kind of just go. And this game has already told us if you don't talk to some NPCs, you might lose the chance to talk to them later. I don't want to progress too far without talking to everybody.
The cognoscents used to study things we mere mortals.
But what I might
couldn't
do
hope to
is
understand.
see if I can exit the city, then come back.
Pádhraic used to say that one of their books was worth more than 100 loaves of bread.
That's all I get from the guy who knows everything?
I told you, it's town I know about. And that place wasn't inside the city walls last time I checked.
Knuckle bones
Come
and
on, it's better
Forspoken.
than nothing. Poor chap.
Ask about Alden. The fine lady upstairs.
Horn's a bit earnest, but she's got her head screwed on, and you won't find a kinder soul in Support. Granted, there are those who think she sometimes sticks her nose in where it doesn't belong.
You can add me to
I
that
wonder what
list, that's for
actress that is. She looks kind of familiar.
But Dad, Robian, he was well respected enough that everybody knows her heart must be in the right place. Used to be a very good customer of mine, that one.
As for the finest drink in the house. I don't have money. Yo, I could just eat and drink for free? I'm a celebrity. Straight out of NYC with my Yankees cap on.
Don't you think you've had enough for one lifetime?
Do I get a battle boost?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Some complex flavors going on here.
Connoisseur, are we?
All right,
I was gonna say Alanis
more
Morissette, but I wasn't gonna be the first one to say it.
Hey,
I'm glad
I'll
someone
tell you
else is
that,
there with
it's
me.
more than my job's worth. Well, suit yourself.
Like Alanis with a
Always
little
putting
bit
a lot of
of...
faith in you, you know.
Is her name Janine
ask her to.
Garoppolo? Is that her name?
Oh, charming. Well, be seeing you again soon. This is the only pub in town, after all.
No. More like a Sarah Silverman. It's like they ran both of their faces
You like that place, don't you?
Do I?
into
I
the
guess the vibe in
algorithm
there
and
is
spit out
acceptable.
Aldine.
Oh, to be young and a familiar
Yeah, the main
face.
character does have a
Yeah.
an actual
Sucks
actress.
being you.
I don't know her name. I think I follow her on Twitter.
Pray, lend me your ears. I have a fine song to play you.
You know, if I was in an isekai and a bard wanted to play me a ballad, I don't know if I could sit there and listen to it.
Very well. Then allow me to regale you with the ballad of the enormously clever person of Sipar.
See, it's like, it's always this kind of stuff.
Really the best title he could come up with.
Well, did it speak to your soul? Did the doleful melody conjure images of the encroaching miasma, the unearthly
I'm gonna get the bad
cries of its
ending if I tell him it
foul
sucks.
denizens? The unlucky inhabitants of this fair city, myself among them, cursed, never again to venture beyond its walls.
Is this a song?
Again. Have you ever been out there?
But of course. What manner of minstrel would I be did I not go wandering over hill and dale?
He's lying. Ain't no way.
In my dreams, of course.
You, Bard! Escaped criminals roam the streets, and still you do not cease your racket.
Wait.
There is a crisis afoot.
Is she talking about
But
me?
there is always a crisis afoot.
Well, you may have a point there, but nonetheless.
She's a guard, Frey. We need to get out of here, now.
She doesn't know.
guess I'll
With the
be
braids
on. My way,
on?
then.
Wait. You're...
So sorry to see you go, fair maiden, but go you must. And quickly.
That was a little too close for comfort.
Wait, I got XP for that.
But we got away, thanks to the fop. Dream wanderings indeed.
Yeah, and that song. What the hell even was that?
See? I wasn't the one who was gonna say it though. Like, this is a guard, isn't it?
There's even more guards out looking for you than yesterday. And Councilwoman Dax is in charge of
Oh,
them.
she's on
The
the
authority is
inside.
not to be messed with.
That's my spy homie. Okay, looks like there's
Are we there yet?
probably not a lot to find, at least in a town.
Nearly there, right?
Okay.
Ugh, damn it. I mean... Well, that was a short trip. How the hell did you get out of this dump anyway?
I know a way.
Is this the same kid that tried to steal my iPhone?
You been following me, kid?
No, but I know how to help you.
Really?
I know everything around here.
Mm-hmm. And what's that gonna cost me?
It's gonna cost you your iPhone.
Apple? Maybe?
So you have been following me? Sure. You seem hungry.
Just follow me.
Olivier Little. Freaking kid. Alright.
Don't you want to know my name?
Not really.
It's Olivia. And you're Frey. Everyone's been talking about you.
I guess I'm kind of famous around here.
Does famous mean hunted by the gods?
This is always a thing in every game where like the NPC escort is slower than your max speed, but faster than your
steal all
minimum
this stuff?
speed.
Not all of it.
You're growing on me, kid.
Sometimes people have no idea what they're throwing away. I often make new things out of this stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say she's a hoarder, but she at least turns it into
Her
something. That's
is to
good.
help you heal.
All right, nice. You'll have to give me the recipe.
I hate the awkward pauses in these games.
teach you how.
Horizon does it too.
Try it.
Bomb flax. We crafting? Crafting station? Use the crafting bench. All right. Of course. Healing drought can now be crafted and upgraded. Wow. Increase the medicine pouch capacity. I actually need that. All right. I guess craft is mandatory. How would you all pronounce this? Is it drought? Draught? Drat? Healing drat? They didn't let me do capacity. Look around the dump and see if you can find crafting materials. Jeez.
People really do throw a lot of stuff away, huh?
Draft?
Yes, a lot of useless rubbish.
Or like just pronounce it as draft? Drat?
Wait, this might come in handy.
At least I don't have to actually do an animation to pick it up. Draft. Really? Okay. Poison damage is halved, can now be done. Improved resistance to reductions. Critical hits can boost attack. Killing blows use stamina. I didn't know it used stamina. Wait, there's stamina in this game? So we can upgrade our cloak. We can give it an affix. give me armor. Purple magic. Yeah, give me the armor. Give me some crit boost. And then I guess this thing, because I really had no idea that I have stamina. That's news to me. You'll find all kinds of crafting materials while out in the world. Collect them. All right, kid, now get me out of here. The diamonds are my stamina. I thought that was
shorty.
my health
I
pots.
got you something.
That thing you said isn't worth crap.
No, not my cell phone, and thanks for not swiping that again.
I don't steal from friends.
Friends. Cool. Well, as your friend, I got you this.
Wow.
A laser pointer?
Are you a taunter?
It's a pen light, and no,
Oh.
I'm not a taunta.
I thought it was because she has a cat. I thought it was a laser pointer.
Anyway.
They were the strongest and most powerful women in Athia. They all had gifts. But in the past, they used them to help protect the land.
Are they
One
dead?
day, they will again. They'll come and save us.
I feel like they're just evil right now.
Listen, kid. From personal experience, you gotta look out for yourself. People only really get saved in fairy tales.
You're wrong. You'll see.
Poor kid.
All right, well, I got a split. You said you knew the best way out of this place?
Ready to be disappointed by age 12.
Well, if you climb over that wall there, that should help you get to where you want to be.
She's got like 2 years
Cool.
left before society.
I'll see you when I see you.
I'll keep the city safe while you're gone.
Sure. You do that.
It's like kid germs. I don't want to deal with that. And we're in like the 1400s, so she has freaking giga kid germs. Adontis, good to see you. Thank you for that prime. Wait, you're a newborn. Incredible. What do you want for your birthday? What do you get a newborn viewer? Thank you for that ongoing prime. I appreciate it. This NPC dialogue's for you.
Tonta's blessings be upon you. You are the escapee.
She gonna snitch?
Please, I beg of you, do not harm the children.
She looks like she would snitch.
No offense, but it would be nice to be able to talk with someone other than you from time to time.
Knock yourself out. Just don't come to me looking for tips on how to be effortlessly charming.
Now those I would love to hear.
Okay, so we still can't do magic parkour.
A pond. Kinda quaint, you know?
I suppose.
Can you pet the cat.com?
A cat. I'm so glad they have cats in Athia, too. Let's see.
Chase those cats. Chase after the cat and try not to lose sight of it. Chase the calico cat. 10 out of 10 game? Do I catch it? No, it's just follow. Wait, it's gonna send me to the guards. Cat, I can't be going this way. Yeah. Where are we going? There's like Buster all over again. Where are we going? Meow. Meow.
What's that?
Oh, I thought those were guards that just sent me through. Oh, God.
Hey, so this is where you...
Oh, okay. It just freaking broke my ankles. Pop it. Once a common sight in Athia, these wooden dolls are quite the rarity. Generations of Athians grew up with poppets. Now, however, there's no one to make them. It's driven them up in value. I'm freaking broke. I'm gonna sell this on the thrift store right away. Handcrafted wooden doll. There may be someone out there willing to trade them for other goods.
Me? Aw, you shouldn't have.
Burger. Chase that cat. That's a good cat.
What's that?
Almost sold me out to the cops, but that's a good cat.
That soup they served us today didn't taste of anything at all. Huh. And that rotten councilman said we'd get the same food as the upper city.
Yeah. I'm not gonna listen to you complain all day, dude. Okay. Let's go. We're finally out of the city. We have one new spell. The location's marked on the map. Go all the way over there. My God. Sure.
Why don't you trust
Jesus.
Stand for street urchin.
Because I've been there, all right? Let's just leave it at that.
So I got
What
10.
the hell are these things? Are they people?
I believe this is what happens when humans are affected by the break.
So there are zombies.
What choice do you have? It's either them or you.
It is Last of Us.
So this is what Auden meant when she said people who come out here don't make it very far.
Explains why the people of Sepul prefer staying inside those walls of theirs.
Wait, that's not nice. Should I be running from them? I just want to test out my new ability. Wait, that thing's sick.
Okay. Don't move.
Oh, I messed that up.
Look out!
Well, I'll say, what am I looking out for? Oh yeah, that does use stamina. One thing that this game might need, which I didn't mean to do that. Which Returnal has is like an indicator of what direction monsters are gonna come from. It kind of has it for targeting purposes. But that's about it so far. Headshot? No, maybe it's better that we execute them. Immune. You trying to run? You can't run.
Okay.
Battle rankings. Your actions during battle will be rated. Is this freaking Devil May Cry now? At higher difficulty settings, harder rankings will be easier to achieve.
All done.
Yeah, kind of tired after that.
Is it not a letter grade? I'm kind of sad. I might have to do this. So what do they want me to get? This thing. I'm gonna assume that there will be poison in the game soon. I think the tutorial had infinite stamina. Okay. That would explain things. Even though I still basically died.
To protect yourself.
I will, with you.
So the game has, like, stealth attacks.
Yeah. These break zombies, they're everywhere.
Oh wow,
I'm
she
sure
actually
they were
called
nice
them the Z
people
word.
before, but come on.
So I had my my tendril up.
Oh, this one.
Oh, whoops.
Die! Ooh. Gross. Yeah.
Does that actually hurt me?
You're gonna love this. Good night. Didn't even give him time to blink.
Dialogue gets a bit cringe sometimes, but I'm sure I get used to it. Loving the speed parkour stuff. Oh, I got a D just then. So far, I'm like 80% on most of the dialogue. Like I said, I'm thinking of it more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Where do you think this leads?
Nowhere, I'd imagine, but there might be something in here.
Should we check it out?
I'm way ahead of you. Like, in a lot of ways, it's comedy first, and then you assume just everyone else in the world is not being comedic. They're zombies and dragons and stuff like that. Did I use the whip yet? Yeah, I did in that last fight. Sacred spots where it said dormant magic abilities can be awakened. Arise. We'll arise once we go through this.
Whoa. Do you feel that?
Those are powerful magical energies indeed. Why not dive in and see?
I'm doing really bad about letting the NPCs talk. This is safe. So is it not the bangle that's doing everything? New spell learned, leap. Kick off a wall in order to climb higher. So that's the tech that we haven't had yet. Okay.
What the hell was that?
Did something happen?
I don't know.
Wait, it didn't see?
I feel more powerful, I think.
Well, more power is always a good thing.
What are these? Mana pools. Somewhere out in the world are special places known as mana pools where the power required to master magic wells up from beneath the ground. Just walk over it when you find it. You'll receive something to help develop your skills. Oh, it's just like picking up XP off the ground. Okay. All right. I also played Xenoblade 2, so this kind of stuff doesn't bother you. Trying to think of other games. I just feel like everyone went from Elden Ring to God of War, and they haven't played a game that isn't like either no dialogue, cryptic dialogue, or super serious dialogue in the last 3 years. Pilgrim's Refuges. You'll find a Pilgrim's Refuge dotted around the world. These are places of sanctuary where you can rest and restore health. Maybe fast travel too. Or I could just jump over it. That's probably my only complaint about the game, is that when I'm still mid Sonic speed,
beyond the door,
I'm still Hedgehog mode, like I just go all over the place. Which does also happen in Sonic Frontiers. I can actually increase the health on this. Like, there's almost no reason not to do that. The break wiped out 99%. It is Attack on Titan. Of Athia's population within a year of first appearing, either directly or indirectly, those who were not turned into mindless zombies by it were slain by those who had been, or worse, by the Tantas they were once trusted to rule over. The scarce few lucky enough to find their way to Cipal were the only ones to survive. Cipal is the last standing city. The Tantas worked long and hard to make Athia a place where all the realms could be peaceful and all the people could live happily. But their work was so very hard and so very important, they were unable to have families of their own, as we humans are lucky enough to be able to do. Which just goes to show how much they love us, and how seriously they take their work. I can't tell if the Tantas are evil or not. Didn't it just say that they were basically killing? We don't need to rest. Alright. So yeah, I've seen all kinds of
Love you.
hate and actually good discourse on Twitter.
Blanket cloak? Oh yeah, I like that.
And to be fair, like, the idea of having good discourse on Twitter is pretty impossible, I feel. I wasn't sure if that was a thing. But that's, again, that's why we're playing it today. That's why we're showcasing it. Big thanks to Square Enix for providing the key to allow us to play the game. Points of interest. There are spots all over Athia where you can earn rewards that help develop phrase skills. You need to meet certain conditions laid out in such places in order to earn your reward. It's usually worth the effort.
There's something here. I can feel it.
Eliminate zombies?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can feel it too. It's freaking zombies.
I sense a hostile presence. Be on your guard.
Yeah, stay frosty. Got it.
I did wish that slow time. I think that's accessibility. Maybe it's a hard mode thing.
Very nicely done.
All right. What's our next?
That's an unblockable that just did. That's nuts. So like I have to do all this on the fly.
All right.
Which seems like excessive to me. But maybe that is exactly what they had in mind.
Let me at him. Oh, like that.
Oh, I can jump off my own self-explosion, my own friendly fire?
Well, do something.
There it is. Good hit, good hit.
Aw, worried you might get a little scratch. Oh.
Magic +1.
Right.
I got a B. Probably that one hit made me take a B for that. Unlucky. Some bull crap. What's this? All right. That looks fun. And this is like where open world games is actually great. Something like this. Now, all of this section is parkour, a vista, and then like experience to find that's scattered in the world. And then it leads you into Giga Bear, Ursa Ring, Demon Ursa Ring.
This time, let's try to steer clear of cute animals.
Noted. And this time, let's try to be less petulant and annoying, all right?
I'm hardly petulant and annoying.
Agree to disagree.
I mean, you can't not go for this, right? Get the crit. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Wolong, RE4 Remake will be full price games this year. Yeah, I pray for all of your wallets.
What should we do?
Could pretend we didn't notice.
Perform cuff scan? Hang on. Oh my god, it knew?
I need you to listen to me, Frey.
Yeah, no need. Get the fuck out of here, right?
Oh my god. I did 30 damage with my attack. Altered my load-in?
Happy as I'll ever be.
I wanted to fight it. I guess we don't have the tech to kill something like that yet. Zombies? I aggroed one, I think.
For my next trick. Whoa!
I get the double. Crap, it got up. Alright, peace out. I really like her movement.
Yeah.
can't see.
Gotta keep moving. Time is money.
Yes, and money is completely useless in Athia.
Oh, they don't have money here?
Huh.
Now it's definitely not
What's
NYC. I got Spine Stone. Does the world feel like Elden Ring, or is it just me? Now, what's funny, think about this, Sir Chris. So, this game was going to release like a month or two after Elden Ring, and they delayed it. They actually pushed back Forspoken until 2023, January. And they did that after Elden Ring got its release date and released. I think they did it after Elden Ring released. And everyone was like, good. Like, every game that was going to release in the same genre should have probably pushed their release back, regardless of if the game was like truly ready or not. And I know, like, as a consumer, it's kind of tough to just say that. Like, there's probably so many things that line up. You have to get the marketers in line,
Way back.
distributors in line, etc., etc.
Now it is where they will make their final stand.
But it was probably very important for them to do that. Even if you don't
Let me guess. Bad guys nearby?
like the game as of what you're seeing right now, there's a scenario where it could have been worse had they released it in line with Elden Ring release.
Try this for size. How'd you like? Gotcha.
The advantage is ours.
Back attack.
Got you on your toes now.
Please. Give me the crit. Oh, wow. You can chain those? Wait, I'm finding new stuff every time I play.
Oh, yeah. Good night.
It's not much, but you never know. Tired after that little performance?
Hey, I'm always tired.
So what's the grade for that? That's gotta be a double S, right? Don't tell me? Maybe that's not like a real event. They don't grade you for freaking plebs that you find across the map. Yeah, I won't be playing, just as a heads up to everyone in the chat, I won't be playing Hogwarts Legacy. January was... No, is that February? I'm really just going from Forspoken straight back into our roguelike releases. I don't even think I have another AAA that I plan on playing.
I sense a hostile presence via your guard.
Yeah. Stay frosty.
Okay,
Sorry.
I thought that was gonna look cool. Chat, if it looked cool, please let me know.
Right on the money.
Crap, I messed that up.
I sometimes wonder what you think I'm here for, you know.
I sometimes wonder how come a little guy like you makes such a good shield. We got this. Whew, I feel good.
Now it doesn't feel like I'm lobbing grenades as much. Like, there's a lot more... I couldn't even see it in the bush. There's a lot more for me to do. Gotta freaking see. Alright. Any specific reason? I'm definitely not playing as a J.K. Rowling. What's the opposite of supporter? But even like before that, I just before that I don't actually do
all at once.
Harry Potter period because I don't really care for Harry Potter series. I watched a couple of movies in the beginning when they were first coming out, but then it kept going on and on. I know it's based off the books, but it almost felt like it was Pirates of the Caribbean at that point, and sure, that might be a reach, but that's how I consider the movies. So then just all the crap from the author is just icing on the cake. So now, as someone who is a content creator, and someone might actually say that, hey, we will pay you to play the Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy game, I'm in the position to say no. I will not take money to play the game. And I know not all the content creators are able to do that. But I am definitely not gonna be playing regardless of if it's
something in
an
there.
hashtag ad or not.
Then let's venture inside and see what it is.
It's an encounter? It's gonna teleport us in? Yeah, if you in the chat are gonna end up playing it, then nope, there's no one to stop you. I'm not gonna say that anyone in my chat who is going to play the game shouldn't. The only thing I will say is why I'm not doing it. And you can do with that information what you will. Locked labyrinths, mysterious underground locations with a long-standing connection to the Tantas. They're full of enemies for some reason. Why are the gods that we adore have a labyrinth full of enemies? You can also find hugely powerful equipment in their depths. If you happen to come across one, it's well worth exploring carefully, of course.
Somewhere underground, I think.
I knew I saw something when we loaded in. Oh, wow. Running costs stamina? It does.
Rather, isn't it?
I didn't know that. You know, I did not think there were dungeons in this game. Touch these to return to the entrance. No, we're going all the way, chat. This looks like Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise to me. It's Square Enix, so maybe that's allowed. Well, no, it's more so like, and for all we know, maybe it's only stamina in a situation like this where you could be doing this against all the monsters. But you can see once I activate the run. Oh, okay, it does use it periodically. In the bottom left, that's our stamina. I didn't know that. Someone told me that that was my stamina. I had no idea. Huh. But she goes on for a while. That really wasn't that bad.
Me. Or are you scared?
Let's show them a thing or three.
Freaking cuff.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Huge bind?
That went well.
You bet it did. That asshole's going nowhere.
They shoot?
This'll do it. Bullseye.
Oh my god.
Let me guess. Mentally, at least.
Wait, I don't have my... I didn't even swap it.
This'll do it. Die! Ugh.
That's gonna take some getting used to. I missed it. Oh my god, there's one behind me. They're trying to run. I need this.
This should come in handy.
So I had the execute. We're still getting used to the combat. I'm also not locking on. That's probably a problem.
Got him. Right in the sweet spot. That's it.
They fall over, and I think I have the execute, and I most definitely do not. I bet the game's gonna make me start swapping gear around.
Consider getting hit a little less?
Oh wow, that actually dropped my rank immediately to B.
Superhuman? Oh, damn. Guess that's it.
I suppose it is.
I don't know why that thing was so tanky. So I'm supposed to also be swapping into these? But right now, I feel like I have no reason to not use the grenade. The grenade, to me, feels like the best item in the game. The best spell. I know I'm gonna get proven wrong. Hello? There we go. Oh, crap. But once we get into the Devil May Cry rules,
Was just thinking I could use something like this.
As long as you
we'll start swapping more often. And there's no, like, time slowdown on swap without using accessibility. Am I gonna do a full playthrough or just today's play? That kind of depends on how we feel about the game and how it flows chat-wise. So, for example, Elden Ring, very easy to play through it all because I can just go kill a boss and then next game and after that. Horizon Forbidden West, you can't really do that. You basically play, find an area, explore area, and now it's like 4 hours later and you've done nothing. Or you're talking to NPCs for 4 hours. So right now, I feel like the beginning pace of the game is very for Horizon Forbidden West. But now that we're out of that, I feel like we're in Elden Ring, where it feels like I could play it on stream.
Here we go.
There's bears?
You're toast.
That's no freaking range. What is
might
this?
want to try and avoid getting hit for a little while.
Oh, might I?
Oh my god, I don't have iframes during that. Oh, they're immune to freaking snare.
The shot.
Last chance block. If Frey receives a blow heavy enough to reduce her HP to 0, Cuff will protect her for a short while. However, his ability to block will return eventually. A successful killer blow can restore it instantly.
You okay, Cuff?
That was rough. Are these immune? Maybe we try
Here we go.
this. This thing sucks. Oh, it is like Returnal. It does tell me that there's an attack coming.
Eat it. That was close. Whoa.
Jeez.
This'll do it. There.
Alright. This is not working.
This'll do it.
I'd strike while the iron was
Here it
hot if I
comes.
were you.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I did press the dodge
Gotta
roll.
be careful.
That's my bad.
Damn. Here it comes. And that's that. Ugh. My ace in the hole. That'll do it. This is
my
really,
God.
really bad, right?
If you know that, then why aren't you doing something?
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble dodging that.
Out of the way.
All right. That'll do it.
Rank E?
Not good.
Frank.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear me, Frank?
That was nasty. Speaking of which, I'm on my second playthrough of Fallout 4. My god, exploration. Is exploration not fun when I can only run for 15 seconds? Is that a build issue? It's like you're playing through the game to get a basic element of what the game promised players. Sorry, is that in reference to this one, or you might be having a different conversation? All right, so I think the issue there is previously I was doing bonus damage. They seem to be like resistant to earth, and I don't have any other element besides earth.
Here we go.
Such enthusiasm.
Unlucky. I was gonna see if I can get a crit.
Coming. Bring it. We got this.
Nice block. Oh my god!
Why the hell not?
I don't know what's worse, the rat, the tiger, or the bear.
Yep. Got you on your toes now.
Almost done. I don't know if I can get to that one. It's up, it's up. Ooh. That looks sick. All right, 1v1. What do y'all think? Do we use the pistol or stick to the bomb? Just don't die. Use whatever you don't die with.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe I'm using too much stamina. Wait, I hope if I lock one too at some point.
Yeah.
Very Strangers in Paradise.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, come on. And we're back.
Okay, so I have to completely dodge that. There's no
because it tasted like
just grazing it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Might as well hold on to this.
Gotta be something good in here. Lambient Bloom. This is... Break shards are crystallized concentrations of break that are never fully absorbed by the bodies of the broken. Several clusters have combined to form this bloom, which was left behind by a weaker enemy. It has reacted with Tanta Olas's magic, giving it a distinctive greenish tinge. Ah! Yeah, I think I'm supposed to scan before combat, too. It told me to scan the
You can use that to
the
heal yourself.
red bear, and I didn't do it.
Something tells me I'll need it.
Is there an enemy archive? We have Break Zombie. We have Canis Darius. Very Resident Evil. We have what someone called a beaver, but there's a lot more to it than just a beaver. We have the Chancla. Straight out of Elden Ring. And the dragon. Ah, the best part. Okay. Ooh. Oh wow, I can freaking kick down the doors? That's amazing. Setting up camp. If you find suitable firewood, use it to set up camp. Rest, restore HP, and craft. Crap. What was the button to set up camp? Down is to heal. Did anyone see what the setup camp button was? Press and hold down. Okay.
Ta-da!
You're getting good at that.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is that a hard mode issue? That bear was real. Increase medicine pouch capacity. Yes, please. And I can only upgrade my cloak so far. Another skill is required to perform this upgrade. And like, I can't make this better. It will just replace the defense. So the best I could do is like stack on more health. Which, I mean, in an open world game, I think use your resources. That might be too much. Spine stones. Better scan enemies next time. Maybe he'll give you some hints.
Nap time's over.
What? That's all I get?
Freaking
All right,
quiet
let's move
quitter
out.
over here.
You have put that fire out properly, haven't you?
Seriously? Yes, all right.
Don't want to burn down the ancient ruin filled with ghost bears. Why am I walking into a cutscene? Why does that look incredibly hard? Lesser Dinosuchus?
How about I show you what I can do?
What we?
Dinosuchus? Why am I fighting this?
I need you to listen to me, Frey.
What?
Yeah, no need. Get the fuck out of here, right? Ha! Yeah. Whoa.
Wait, you're saying I'm not strong enough for this? I can kill this. Yeah, this is an easy clap. It bleeds. Compared to everything else, this thing actually bleeds. I used the help. I probably didn't have to.
Such a good shield. Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
This is kind of a sick fight, not gonna lie.
Like that.
Did I get a full dodge on that? It's like DDR, it's timing based.
Oh, damn.
How do I ult this thing? Oh no! Frey, get out of the water! What are you doing? Boss easier than bear. That was a sick bear. I don't know what to say.
If there are nasties lurking about the place.
Better keep it close.
Oh my god, it's so far. That's bad.
Bitter as fuck.
Is there a world where we have to get it over here?
The better it works, right?
Okay. Let's see if it repositions itself, because we can't get in range. You love the kick flips? The 360 flip? I don't think I can spam it, though. I think it will actually eat my stamina. Because each time I do that, it costs. That's bad. Wow, no iframes during that.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
No, 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 no. Chat, don't ask. All right, here we go. Time to fight.
Yeah. Right in the sweet spot.
I'm still too far, huh?
Just want something of a handful.
I don't mind. Keeps me on my toes. This is getting old.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you for being right next to me.
Try this for size.
Ooh, that interrupted it? It's like that's my only weakness. Is it going out of range? I don't know if this... Crap. There we go.
Think I'm feeling lucky.
Well, certainly good to see.
I was gonna say, if I can do damage, it will die. Wow. That boss was kind of sick. I don't know why the bear was so much worse than that. Oh, by the way, so if it's out of range, yes, I should be swapping to this. Look at the range on that. My bad. Like I said, I know they're going to make me start swapping gear. I'm not ready for it. She's so extra. What is this? Is that a chair?
What is this thing?
Something ancient and apparently broken.
Millennium puzzle? Let's get the shinies first. There's skeletons in here. Definitely not what I expected to see in here. That almost looks like a lawn chair, but I know it's not. What is this? To those who would seek to serve Athia, once the people of Reda were our allies. This changed the day they sent a demon to our land. It fed on people's pain, but stopped nothing short of our destruction. Ancient Altar, Inscription 1.
An ancient demon? Interesting.
Wonder how many years ago that was.
Looked a lot like the dragon, at least in the portrait. I have not done the main quest at all. Orison. An ancient adornment that was hidden away in the deepest dungeons. Triggers an auto heal effect when an enemy is defeated. And I can add affixes to this. Wait, that's actually kind of huge. Okay, so we killed a boss. 10 o'clock. I'm thinking we might next game it for like 1 hour of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, just to make sure that we are not leaving that game to rot. Map me. Oh, I have a lot I can spend. Hang on. Oh, it costs 38. Never mind, I guess. Ooh, what is this? Surrounds you with stones that defend against enemy attacks. That looks sick. I can get all the support stuff. Fire seeds at enemies that continue to deal damage over a short period. I feel like I gotta get out of Earth Tree. We've been stuck in Earth Tree for a year. Link can reverse time. We're talking about Legend of Zelda. I have Breath of the Wild. I have never played it. It's like collecting dust underneath the TV. Detours, flashbacks. Where's the rest point? Mutant? Is that the bear? The mutant? Okay, I see the checkpoint. So we gotta go here. Oh, I could just fast travel. Nice.
We're here.
Wow, okay.
That really was miraculously fast.
So, synopsis.
Yes, very fortuitous timing, I must say.
I can say that I did enjoy the game. I can say that for sure. Dialogue-wise, I actually enjoyed 90% of the dialogue that I heard. There was just the actual clip that you saw on Twitter. That one was not the best. And then a couple of the things I could say fill up about 10% of
I could catch a few more Z's.
not super great.
Be my guest.
But again, like, I like to think of don't kill the cringe, kill the part within you that cringes. Only the absolute obvious parts aren't like super great. But otherwise, I've laughed multiple times as I've played this. Combat wise, the first bit of combat was the worst. And I'd say overall, as we're starting to learn how to play the game, it's looking better. Once we get into the A ranks, it's looking better. Once we're changing gear and attacking enemies from different ranges, it looks much better. Compared to where we were at the very beginning of the game, which was just bomb spam. Maybe they did like a disservice where... Think about Elden Ring. Like, you start off with just a sword, and you go up and you just slash enemies, and that's basically it. Until you hopefully find a weapon that doesn't just do that. But I think just like an hour into the game, it doubled in Pogs. At least from my opinion. What else? The open world aspect. And this is just like a streamer thing. It has nothing to do with like everyone else's enjoyment of the game. It's hard for me to play a like super story-rich game because I'm not used to that from streaming. I'm used to playing action roguelites, MOBAs, and to like have you all sit through a cutscene. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. That's why you all hear me talk a lot during a cutscene. I don't mean to do it. It's more so it's reflex. When I feel like the streamer's not talking, then something's wrong. But I know for a fact people stream story games. People streamed Until Dawn. People stream Man of Medan. People stream God of War that's game of the year for story. Last of Us, people are streaming that. So it's definitely a me issue. When I play these, I want to get to the action ASAP, and that might be my own mistake. But this was good. Will I be able to revisit it? I'm gonna run by some numbers, I guess, and figure out if I'm good to stream it again. But let's go ahead and save it. And unwind hard mode. I didn't realize I was on hard mode. 3 hours in, it gets my seal of approval. Let's swap over. Oh, we don't even have to change scenes because Castlevania is actually on the console. Ah! If only streaming was this easy. I will take a break though. A nice 5-minute break. We haven't taken a single break since we've gone live. Either way, thank you all for watching the segment for Forspoken. If you like Forspoken, let me know so I can know to play it again. You love Symphony of the Night? I'm 1 hour into Symphony of the Night, I think. Yeah, basically what's going through my mind, like that boss, for example, I almost feel like no one is going to see that kind of game